great people of Ghana, is your Nigerian girl pleasure bringing you political news in our channel, Ghanatube. Joyce Bawah actually come out to demand consistency in response to Bawumia's concern on Wontumi's arrest. According to Joyce Bawah, Mogtari, head of President John Mahama, has responded to the former president Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's concern over the arrest and detention of Bernard Ntwi, popularly known as Chairman Wontumi, the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party. In a social media post on Wednesday, 28 May 2025, Joyce Bawah Mogtari emphasized the need for consistent application of justice and due process for all Ghanaians regarding of political affiliation. And not just that, he actually came out to speak for Chairman Wontumi. She is actually maintaining that it should be not party stuff. It should actually happen whenever anything is happening in Ghana. And just as we know that Chairman Wontumi has been arrested and detained following the invitation by the security that he actually honored, and thereby he was arrested and detained. And Dr. Bawumia earlier on Wednesday issued a statement expressing deep concern on Wontumi's arrest by the Economic and Organized Crime Office, highlighting the vagueness of the charges and the unknown whereabouts of the detained MPP chairman, citing that till now nobody has actually had anything about him, where he is, where he was actually taken to, and it is not actually supposed to be so. Bawumia also urged ECO and relevant state institutions to adhere to the rule of law and respect Wontumi's constitutional rights, warning that any deviation risks undermining public trust in Ghana's justice system, and they should actually do everything publicly. They should not hide anything, and they should actually make the arrest to be known so that people will actually know where he is being taken to, and not just the economic operative to actually be taking hostage of him without anyone actually knowing where he is. And this is actually jeopardizing the Ghana judicial system. In her response, the president acknowledged Bawumia's call for transparency and respect of Wontumi's rights, citing that she too believes firmly in the rule of law, constitutionalism, and fundamental rights of every Ghanaian. However, she pointed out the irony in raising concern about due processes now, noting that over the past few years, many Ghanaians, including political opponents, civil society actors, and ordinary Ghanaians have faced similar challenges with state institutions acting without transparency or fairness. And why is Bawumia actually coming out to speak for Wontumi? Is it because he is actually the party's chairman? Because according to what Mogtari was actually saying, he said that this has actually happened over the years when the MPP was in power and nobody actually came out to speak for them or speak out of saying out the issue be transparent or any form of fairness. While I join the call for transparency in the matter and Mr. Wontumi's rights to be respected, I urge consistency in the application of these standards, Mogtari stated in her post. She emphasized that justice must be undemanded selective, not be undemanded selective, only when it affects those within one's political circle, but should be upheld for the all Ghanaians irrespective of the Bawah affiliation. Also, Mogtari called for the moment to serve as a turning point, advocating for a renewed commitment to uphold the dignity, rights, and liberties of every citizen. Let this moment actually serve as a turning point, not for selective outrage or injustice, but for a renewed commitment to uphold the integrity, dignity, rights, and liberty of every citizen. She actually wrote. She's not actually mounting it to anyone. She's actually currently speaking because of what ex-vice president actually posted about the whereabouts of Wontumi, the Ashanti Regional MPP chairman. She also emphasized that justice must be demanded must not be demanded selectively. Everyone is entitled to this justice, and not just for a particular set of people, only when it affects those people who want political circle. Mogtari called for movement to serve as a turning point, advocating for a renewed commitment to uphold the dignity, rights, and liberty of every citizen. Let these serve as a turning point, not for selective outrage and justice, but for a renewed commitment to uphold the dignity, rights, and liberties of every citizen. She actually wrote, and she's not minding her words. Wotumi's arrest and detained by EOCO on 27th May 2025 after reporting to the Criminal Investigations Department (CID) in Accra. The arrest followed a failed attempt to apprehend him on the 23rd of May 2025 and came amid an intensive interrogation by the police CID over allegation of illegal mining activities. That's the Galamsey, the Kotunka mining Galamsey. That is actually the real cocoa why he has actually been invited. And amidst the invite, he was actually apprehended, arrested, detained, and no one actually knows his whereabouts, even as we speak now. However, detail behind his arrest remains scarce, even though his lawyer Andy Kubi has disclosed that it is related to Wontumi dealing with the Exim Bank. Kubi also disclosed that Wontumi has been served a right of summon by Exim Bank, adding his legal challenges. Wontumi reported took ill after undergoing intensive interrogation on Tuesday, leading to him being hospitalized. According to reports, Wontumi was granted bail on the sum of 50 million Ghana cedis by EOCO on Wednesday, but failed to meet the bail conditions, warranting his continue to stay in their custody. And Bawah, not minding his word, has actually come out to say a lot, and this has actually given people room to really ask what they actually want to get from this case. And likewise, she has actually firmly come out to say that the rule of law, constitutionalizing fundamental right of every Ghanaian is actually should be respected, in as much as it is not supposed to be a party stuff. And she actually acknowledged Dr. Bawumia for coming out to ask to make a post. According to Dr. Bawumia's post, he said, "I am deeply saddened about the arrest and continued detention of the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party (NPP), Mr. Bernard Nturi, known as Wontumi, particularly as the charges remain vulgar and his whereabouts remain unknown in a democratic environment as Ghana." And this has actually given people a lot of heed to talk about what is actually going on, as Joyce Bawah Mogtari has actually demanded for consistency in response to Bawumia's concern on Wotumi's arrest. Please do well to comment. Also like, put on your notification bell so you get all our news on by one. Thanks.